Now, the Congress MP and leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, has written to Union Home Minister Amit Shah demanding accountability over the use of force against students during the 20th July protests in Delhi. Now, in his letter, Rahul Gandhi says that students protesting for educational reforms were met with indiscriminate force, including tear gas and pellet guns. He claims hundreds were injured and raises allegations of assault on women protesters, and also cited the case of the 19-year-old Sahil, who he says could lose his visibility in one of his eyes. The leader of opposition has also sought answers from the Home Minister on whether the use of pellet guns was approved, and has questioned the deployment of people in plain clothes seen using lathis against the protesters. Now, the BJP has defended the Modi government, saying that it has acted in a responsive and accountable manner over the NEET controversy. The party highlighted that measures including talks with protesters, the Prime Minister's outreach to students, fast-track courts, a stronger anti-paper leak law, arrests in the case, and also successful re-examination of NEET UG has been done already, while accusing Rahul Gandhi of politicizing the issue.
In the last few weeks, what we have seen is that the Modi government is responsive, responsible, sincere, sensitive, sensible, democratic and accountable. And therefore it has taken series of steps, whether it is engaging with Sonam Wangchuk, whether it is engaging with the protesters, whether it is Prime Minister directly speaking to the students. On the other hand, what we have seen is that Rahul Gandhi is only searching for credit. Changes have been made in NTA and education ministry also. But in Telangana, in Karnataka, in Himachal and in Punjab, which is Aam Aadmi Party ruled, there have been over 15 paper leaks.
My colleague Sabyasachi joins us on the broadcast with the details. Sabyasachi, Rahul Gandhi was also with the students demanding the resignation of the Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Now the resignation has happened already, but now in the latest, Rahul Gandhi has written a letter to the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. What are the details of that letter?
Well, that's right, Pratibha. See, the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, was of the view that since the streets, it is extremely important that the opposition leaders also come.
All right, we seem to be facing technical difficulties. Sabyasachi, do stay with us. Viewers, apologies. We'll just try and fix that line and go back to Sabyasachi. But let's get your political reactions coming in as well, because on one hand you have Rahul Gandhi, who has written to Amit Shah, going on to say and ask on whether the permission had been given for the pellet guns to be used. Listen in to these reactions.
उनको तो पहले जिम्मेवारी लेना चाहिए कि गलत हुआ है, देश के सामने आके माफी मांगना चाहिए। आदरणीय जननायक राहुल गांधी जी ने जो लेटर लिखा है, आपने देखा होगा किस प्रकार से दिल्ली में बच्चों के ऊपर में लाठी डंडे बरसाए गए, कैसे पेलेट गन से दागा गया बच्चों के ऊपर में, कैसे पानी का बौछार किया गया, कैसे खड़े हैं बच्चे अहिंसा में होकर के, शांतिपूर्ण होकर के वो अपनी बातों को रख रहे थे, और किस प्रकार से डंडे बरसाए गए, लाठी डंडे मारे गए। तो इसका जिम्मा तो अमित शाह को लेना होगा। तो हमारे जननायक राहुल गांधी जी ने जो लेटर लिखा है, उसका जवाब इन लोगों को देना चाहिए।
So, Sabyasachi, the letter has been written by Rahul Gandhi, but tomorrow the parliament session is going to convene again. The question is, will the opposition allow the proceedings in the House to continue, or is this going to be the demand that the opposition will have next?
See, Pratibha, as far as the Congress party is concerned, the Congress party said that the resignation of Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan is not the solution. There are larger issues in the education sector, and more reforms are required. And the Congress party is saying that since the last 2 years, the leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, has been raising this issue across different platforms. Now, Congress party will be demanding the accountability from Prime Minister and Home Minister regarding the use use of force on the students and the youths across the national capital. He has also blamed the center for using pellet guns on the student and youth. He also said that there are medical records which prove that pellet guns were used on the students. Now, when you talk about the other opposition parties, whether they will also support this move of the Congress party, that is yet to be seen, because tomorrow at around 10:30 is the time when the floor leaders of all the opposition parties are going to meet at the chamber of Congress President Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, and they would strategize things, whether they would cooperate with the central government regarding discussion on the anti-paper leak bill, or they would continue to create ruckus and demand accountability from Home Minister as well as Prime Minister.
Okay, all right. Do stay with us, Sabyasachi. In fact, the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan has already happened, and the government has also given out that message that we are listening to the people, we have listened to the aggrieved students, and we have responded. Now, the newly appointed Education Minister is Prahlad Joshi, and he has begun work by reviewing the functioning of the Education Ministry. And soon after taking charge, he chaired a high-level meeting with the senior officials to assess the implementation of the key educational schemes and the ongoing initiatives. The Minister of State for Education, Jayant Chaudhary, School Education and Literacy Secretary T.K. Anil Kumar, along with senior ministry officials, attended this meeting. The review focused on the progress of flagship schemes and the ministry's priorities going forward.
मैं आज सुबह इधर आके चार्ज लिया हूँ, कार्यभार संभाला हूँ। पूरा डिटेल से जो भी इधर अभी हमको देखना है, निर्णय लेना है, इस सब के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन लेने का और पूरा मिनिस्ट्री समझने का कोशिश मैंने किया हूँ। लगभग 11 बजे से अभी 3 बज रहे हैं, 3 बजे तक हम कंटिन्यूसली मीटिंग किया है। मुझे विषय नया है, पूरा समझने के बाद डिटेल में आपसे बात करूंगा और सीनियर ऑफिसर्स पे डिटेल में बातचीत करने का कोशिश किया हूं।
So this is what Prahlad Joshi went on to say. He said that he has his task cut out, and remember, this comes after a lot of pressure, a lot of protests from the students as well, seeking a complete overhaul in the education system. So Prahlad Joshi going on to say that he is looking at the task that has been given to him. But let's take a look at what this actually means and the resignations. Remember, now the question is going to be what happens in the parliament as well, because the government will also have to translate the assurances that has been given. And let's break it down for you on the details that we have on what next, because tomorrow the parliament is going to reconvene and the question remains, what is going to happen? Are we going to see the bill become a law with it being brought into the parliament? Let's take a look at the details on the changes that have been brought in. Now, remember, this is the new bill that will be brought in. The message that came in from the Prime Minister had been very clear that we are going to bring in stricter laws. So what would these stricter laws mean? This anti-paper leak scheme that will be brought in, this is how the law is going to work. So the jail term is going to double. Currently, what the law says is jail up to 3 to 5 years. It's going to be increased to 5 to 10 years. Apart from that, the financial penalties are also going to sharpen. Whereas currently it is 10 lakh rupees, it is going to increase to up to 10 crore rupees. So that's the kind of change that is expected if the bill is passed and it becomes a law. And there will also be time-bound action. Remember, that was the assurance that was given by the Prime Minister. So 2-month investigation cap has been put on the probe in the entire case when the law comes into effect. And also special fast-track courts that were announced by the Prime Minister to ensure timely justice in the case, so that these cases don't drag on for months together. So there is going to be a 3-month trial target as well. This is the assurance that has been given to the students that action has been taken. On one hand, you have the resignation that has already happened. Tomorrow, as the parliament reconvenes, the focus is going to be on this law, because this is what is actually going to bring in the changes on ground. So there will be a special task force as well for the paper leak probes. Now, of course, we do have a new education minister as Prahlad Joshi steps in. What happens next? What are the tasks that are cut out for him, the biggest challenges for him? Let's take a look at that. Today he assumes charge, but one of the biggest challenges for him, or the first task for him really, is going to be restoring trust in the examinations, because the protesters, remember, were angry. They were asking for a complete overhaul in the education system. So the biggest point is to ensure trust in the examinations. And since so many questions have been asked of the NTA, there will be an overhaul in the NTA as well. And of course, since NEET was at the center of this entire controversy, Prahlad Joshi, the education minister, will be looking at delivering these reforms in the examinations. And of course, Dharmendra Pradhan had brought in the computer-based tests. So pushing for these tests and the execution of these tests, that's also going to be one of the priorities for Prahlad Joshi. Apart from that, steering the anti-leak bill through the parliament. Tomorrow it's going to come up in the parliament. It needs the support of the opposition as well. So steering the anti-leak bill through the parliament to actually make it a law is also going to be a priority. And apart from that, NEP as well, the implementation being on track. Let's bring in Sabyasachi into the conversation as well. And Sabyasachi, tomorrow as the parliament convenes, like we were mentioning now, there is a lot of politics around it. The protest has ended in Jantar Mantar. But the focus is also going to be on what happens in the parliament, because it is in the parliament that the decisions in the cabinet will actually become a law. Any word from the opposition on what their strategy is going to be going into the parliament tomorrow?
Well, see, Pratibha, it is very important that the parliament functions, and tomorrow the entire opposition will be on a hurdle at around 10:30 at the chamber of Congress President Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. Now, whether you see the reaction of leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, or you see the reaction of the Trinamool Congress MP Mahua Moitro, all of them have asked for accountability from the Home Minister and from the Prime Minister. And in fact, they have demanded that there should be a discussion as far as the brutality that has been allegedly used by the Delhi police towards the protesters. And the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, in fact, yesterday also had made things clear that he would not accept the fact that pellet guns or lathi charge was used against the students or youth who are the future of the country. So several of the opposition parties are of the view that there should be a larger accountability that should be taken from the central government when the House begins. But there are also other opposition parties who are of the view that there are also important issues or important bills that are pending in the parliament, and there should be discussion. Similarly, Akhilesh Yadav, who was speaking in the Lok Sabha, he pointed out that the resignation can come in today or tomorrow or day after tomorrow. But it is extremely important that there should be the proper discussion between the centre and the opposition as far as the education reforms are concerned. Meanwhile, the centre clearly had given this offer to the opposition parties that they can decide the time and the duration for how long they want the discussion should take place on the anti-paper leak bill. But we have to wait and see how things pan out after the India Bloc meeting tomorrow morning.
Okay, all right. Sabyasachi, thank you for joining us with all those details. With that, we slip into a very short break here, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.